700 Thespians, 300 Spartans, and only one leader to stop the 300,000 Persian invaders. The leader was King Leonidas. Does that name ring any bells? If not, perhaps this clip helps. In Assassin's Creed Odyssey, we will play as the descendant of the warrior king. While we won't play as Leonidas himself, we do wield a broken off part of his spear. Leonidas, or son of Lion, was born 544 Common Age, roughly 110 years before the Peloponnesian War, when Odyssey is taking place. He was a warrior king of Sparta, and the 17th of the Aegeid line, claiming he was a descendant from the demigod Hercules himself. His story is an interesting one. One day Sparta got a request from the Confederate forces of Greece. The Oracle of Delphi was consulted, who stated the following: "For you, inhabitants of wide-wayed Sparta, either your great and glorious city must be wasted by Persian men, or if not that, then the bound of Lacedaemon must mourn a dead king. For Hercules' line, the might of bulls or lions will not restrain him with opposing strength, for he has the might of Zeus. I declare that he will not be restrained until he utterly tears apart one of these." With the Persian invasion incoming, Leonidas marched that August with 700 Thespians and 300 Spartans to face the forces of Xerxes, the emperor of the Persians. Some sources claim that they were accompanied by 900 Helots and 400 Thebans, made up of the population of Sparta-controlled territories. They marched to Thermopylae, the place where the battle would take place, to meet the other Greek state forces, who then put them under Leonidas' his command, forming an army of about 7,000 men strong. Other reports claim that there were only 300 Spartans, like the movie. However, they were with 300 or 7,000, they still were massively outnumbered by the Persians, with an estimated army size between 70,000 and 300,000 men. When the two armies met in the pass of Thermopylae, the strategical wisdom of the Spartans shone through. The battleground was a narrow pass, making the Persian army size irrelevant. Xerxes decided to wait 4 days in the hope that the Greeks would cave under the pressure of fear and disperse or retreat. But underestimating the courage of the Spartans, they stood their ground. On the 5th day, the battle started. Xerxes sent his army and the Greeks managed to kill roughly 10,000 Persians during the 5th and 6th day. On the 7th day, a Greek traitor named Ephialtes led a Persian general to the back of the mountain that led to the rear of the Greek forces. At this point, Leonidas had sent away the majority of his army, since the Persians had no way of facing them head-on. So they stood there with 300 Spartans, 900 Helots, 400 Thebans, and surprisingly 700 Thespians. The Thespians were even free to go, but they stayed out of their free will, declaring that they would not abandon Leonidas. After the Greek forces were sandwiched, they died in battle, except for the 400 Thebans, who surrendered immediately once they realized they were surrounded. Leonidas led his army to the end, showing no fear even though he was completely outnumbered, to buy time for the rest of Greece. He died at the age of 60. This was the legacy of Leonidas. Leaving behind part of his spear, we'll be able to wield the broken spear of Leonidas. It has mythical powers that will guide us through the rough environments of the wars that are going to rage during Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I love the story of Leonidas because it showed how badass and noble the Spartans actually were. Being able to use his spear makes Assassin's Creed Odyssey even better. Hopefully you enjoyed the video of the movie Assassin's Creed history. What do you think of Leonidas' history? Have a beautiful day. What's-up? Out.
Madness. This is Sparta!